So let's go ahead and get started. Inkayaya satini takat yuhan nila tora aya konana sai jamana khatsati konana yadia yakhat. It's good to see you guys. Thank you for coming here. I'm Nila Tora. That's my Athabascan name. I'm of German American heritage on my mother's side. I'm child of the Athabascan. In other words, on my father's side. Excited to see you guys. This is week 2 of this class. We meet every Wednesday at 10:30 Alaska time. And so for today, we'll revisit vowel pronunciation, get back to the basics. Then we had a request when we did our class planning together for this class to include information about the moon and month names. So we'll talk about the month of January. And I have a review activity that I made for everybody. It's a little bit of review from last class. And then I'm going to introduce 4 new vocabulary words for you. And they'll be beach creatures. So let's hop in. Vowels in Tlingit can be short or long in length, meaning the duration that you're letting that sound come through. Short vowels are written with a singular letter, like you see on the left-hand side here. Long vowels are written with a double letter, like you see on the right-hand side. So each vowel makes one sound. They can also be low tone or high tone in the dialect of Tlingit that I teach. And that's northern coastal Tlingit. And for now, we're just going to focus on the differences in length. So we won't do all the high tones and low tones. But for a singular A, please repeat after me. Good. Singular E, eh. Singular I, eh. Singular U, Good. And from the top, eh. Good. Let's look at the long vowels. First one is a double A. Please repeat after me. Ah. E-I, A. Double E, E. And double O, oo. So from the top on the long vowel, starting with double A, ah. A. E. Oo. Good. Good. Now let's start from the top one more time, starting with the short vowels. Repeat after me. Eh. Eh. Uh. And long. Ah. A. E. Oo. Good. And if you know me, you know I like to do a lot of repetition. We're going to look at the same material, but in this instructional video made by Renee, just on the vowels. So feel free to repeat after Renee or just keep your mic muted. Either way is fine.
Is very deliberate. Sometimes it's a matter of the verb form Sometimes it's a matter of the noun form, and sometimes it's just a matter of speaker preference or regional dialect type issues. So we'll start by moving through these, and then we'll talk about how they relate to one another.
Uh,
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 ah,
um,
ah, uh, uh, ah, ah, eh, eh, a, a, eh, eh, a, a, eh, eh, e, e, eh, eh, e, e, uh, uh, ooh, ooh, uh, uh, ooh, ooh. Is very deliberate.
Awesome. Any questions on vowels? You guys all sounded good to me.
Is there any difference with the underlined double O's?
Yeah, the underlined double O occurs in some of the dialects of Tlingit. The example that comes to mind for me is the clan name Kokhitan. And in that case, the sound O is marked with an underline O. So rather than U, it would be O, like a long O sound. Good question. Any more questions? Okay.
Is very.
The name of January in Tlingit is T'aawáḳ Dísi.
Oh my.
And yeah, it means Canada Goose Month, when geese fly and call. And I want to talk a little bit about month names, but first let's focus on this word for Canada Goose. And it's T'aawáḳ. So we'll break it. Yeah, we'll break it down, but first go ahead and repeat the whole word after me. T'aawáḳ.
Tóoch.
Good.
T'aawáḳ.
Tóoch.
And again, T'aawáḳ.
Tóoch.
Good.
Tóoch.
Yeah. So let's look at each part. Let's look at each part of the word. The ending of the word is a short high A and then underline K. Underline K you pronounce in the back of your throat. So please repeat after me. Wak.
Walk.
Walk.
Walk. Walk. Walk.
Walk.
Walk.
Good. Again, wak.
Walk. 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 Walk.
Walk.
That's it. You guys have a good short high A here for your vowel and then an underline K. I see a question in the chat. I have a question on vowels. The high tone vowels, I couldn't hear a difference. So we'll work on it. But basically, when you see an accent mark above the vowels, it's high tone, and the tone of your voice should go up a little bit, almost like a cheerful sound, walk. And whereas without the high tone, it would be walk.
Walk.
So it's about the tone of your language. I mean your voice. Good question. Let's look at the first half of the word. It's a pinched T. If you see an apostrophe after a consonant, that tells you to pinch it. And you basically are snapping it. You're snapping your teeth on it, making it sound sharper. And you should really hear it. So please repeat after me. Ah. Good. Again. Ah. Good. Yes. And your vowel sounds good too. You have a long, low A. Ah. And again, the whole word, repeat after me. T'aawáḳ.
T'aawáḳ.
Good. Yep. From the top. Wáq.
Wak. Wak.
Ah.
Ah,
T'aawáḳ.
T'aawáḳ. T'aawáḳ.
Good. That's the name for Canada goose. Let's do it with the pictures. Please repeat after me. T'aawáḳ.
T'aawáḳ.
Tóoch.
Good. Again. T'aawáḳ.
T'aawáḳ. T'aawáក់.
Tóoch.
Okay, good. T'aawáḳ.
T'aawáក់.
Tóoch.
Wak.
And one more time. T'aawáḳ.
Tóoch.
T'aawáក់.
Tóoch.
Good. When we look at the name of the month, we add this word. So we have T'aawáḳ for Canada Goose, followed by the word Dísi. So dis is month or moon, and then you add this relational I at the end to connect it to Canada Goose. So let's practice the second word together. Dísi.
Dísi. Dísi.
Good. And repeat after me. T'aawáḳ Dísi.
T'aawáḳ.
Tóoch.
T'aawáក់.
Dísi.
Dísi.
Good. And one more time. T'aawáḳ Dísi.
Tóoch. Dísi. Tóoch. Dísi.
Awesome. Any questions?
So Dísi is the month,
Yeah.
but in the translation here says when geese fly and call.
Yeah, good point. Thanks for bringing that up. So the name of the month is referred to as T'aawáḳ Dísi. Literally, it just means Canada Goose Month. And then after this, the second part is sort of an added description that's put into the phrase book, which is where I got this, to describe culturally why January is called T'aawáḳ Dísi. It's the month when geese fly and call. So this last part is not a translation, just more of an added description.
So it was kind of like, what was it in December when there was that one where the description was when the bears were digging their den.
Yeah. Let me pull that up while you're...
That was December.
Let's take a look. So, just so everyone knows, where I pull this information from is the phrase book, Lichéesh, and this is the chapter on months, seasons, days, and time references. So, if we want to jump back to December, they're all listed here. I'm going to zoom in. And December, Shanach Dísi, through the head month, when hair shows on the seal embryo's head.
Also November, I was thinking, for the bear.
Oh yeah, for November, Kokahadis, digging or scratching moon. And then the added description, that's when bears dig and prepare their winter dens.
And that's how they came up, because they didn't in the language they didn't have like January, February, March. They just did it on what the animals would do, and that's when they knew it was the new month.
Tracking by the moon, though, by the moon phase. So I want to read to you this added description because the other difference between the 12-month calendar that's used in English and the Tlingit names for months is that the months, January, February, March, April, May, those are based on a solar calendar. In other words, how we divide a year up, if we come back to the same orbit spot in the orbit around the sun and divide it by 12, that's a solar calendar. Tlingit, let's take a look at a description of Tlingit months.
So that's maybe where I'm getting confused, is referring it like our months.
Yeah. They don't line up exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so let me read this and then we'll talk more about it because it's a really good question. So this is again from the phrase book, Tlingit Chénachsa. It's just a short excerpt. The traditional Tlingit names of the months are no longer used and are not clearly understood today. The names varied slightly from community to community. Emmons collected 7 different sets of names. Some of the calendars had 13 months because the traditional Tlingit calendar was lunar rather than solar. It says here the year began in July with the return of the fish. The year ended in June with the 13th month added after June. The list below is of the most commonly used names with a few of the most common variants. And then for more information on the months, you can see the book, The Tlingit Indians by Frederica de Laguna. But yeah, I wanted to make a note about this because also which month the year began kind of depends on where in Tlingit Ani you live. Um, so there's different ways of describing the year and when it started. But what I wanted to talk about is that since the traditional Tlingit calendar is lunar, the new month would begin with the new moon phase. Whereas like January, February, March, April, May are a solar calendar, they don't really line up with the moon phase. Like the full moon could be in the first week of the month or halfway through the month. It's always changing by about a week. Uh,
So whenever there's a full moon, that's the beginning of the native calendar.
I don't know if it's at the full moon or the new moon. I would need to ask more people about it. But it would be by a certain phase of the moon for the new month. Does anyone here have more information about that?
I just dropped the Tlingit Moon and Tide teaching resource into the chat box, and that does talk about like different moon cycles and tide and stuff like that. But
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
the colonial Gregorian calendar does not line up with the way that indigenous people um, um, worked around the lunar sun and moon calendars. And this book I don't know very well, but there's a link in there if you'd like to click on it and check it out. There is some calendaring stuff in there. I just don't know it super well. I've just kind of
Awesome.
skimmed through it to help with ocean dips a little bit.
Oh, awesome.
And another book that I found too that I wanted to share with you guys was the KTOO Adi book.
Please do. Yeah, please do share it with us. This is an awesome resource.
I don't know where I found it.
I'll look through this more too to educate myself a little bit more. We,
This next one I'm going to drop in there for you and all of us is KTOO Adi. And I introduced you to my cat who's named KTOO Adi.
uh,
um, which is, roughly translates to animal in the woods. And then I was searching for his name and I came across um, this really wonderful book. Here it is. And it's got pictures of animals and would be probably a nice addition to your teaching, Anna.
goodness, geez, I'll definitely look through
Uh,
these.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm familiar with these books. I love these readers.
hmm
Okay, let's do it. I'll incorporate these into our dialogues and our drills.
Okay.
Yeah, gonachish.
Yeah.
Good discussion. Any other comments or questions so far? Otherwise, I'm going to put you guys to work. Is there some way to download the chat? I don't know if there's a way to download the chat, Laura, but please definitely click the links in the chat and download the resources from there.
You can go to the three dots, the little hamburger up there,
Uh-huh.
in the chat, and then save chat. And I'm not sure how it saves it or where it goes. It might go to your email.
Okay.
It's a mystery because you click it and then it doesn't tell you what happens.
Nice. That's awesome. All right, let's keep this conversation going and throughout our next classes. And I want to check in about the direction we're taking this course and our goals. So, as we mentioned last week, we're going to talk about what do you see? And we have a group goal, a common goal of looking at an image of the beach and talking with each other about what we see, what's going on in the picture, what do we think about it. And so I want to start very basic with what do you see, and then some names of beach creatures that we can practice. So I made an activity for us. So let's do our warm up. This is review from last week, and for some of you from last term, please repeat after me this question. Da sa iatin. Good. You guys sound really good. These first two words, dasa, are a what question? Repeat after me. Dasa.
Dasa.
And then this last word means you see it. Iatin.
Iatin.
And the whole question. Good. And the whole question. Dasa iatin. Okay. Good. Response. I see a boat. This first word means boat or canoe. Please repeat after me. Yak. And the second word, I see it. Khatin.
Hatin.
Good.
Hatin.
Good. The first word, yak.
Yeah.
For people who are new to studying Tlingit, this W at the end tells us to round our lips.
Yow.
And yeah, so you just breathe out a K sound with your lips rounded. It makes a unique sound. Repeat
Yeah.
after me. Yak.
Yak.
Good. Yep, that sounds really good. And I can see that your lips are rounded. So one more time. Yak.
Yak.
And the next word, khatin.
Hatin.
Teen.
The whole phrase. Good. And the whole phrase, yak khatin.
Yak. Hatin.
Teen.
Okay, really good. So back to the question. Dasa iatin.
Dasa. Iatin.
Yak khatin.
Yak.
Teen.
Or next question, same question. Dasa iatin.
Dasa. Iatin.
And if you see a house, the word for house, repeat after me. Hit.
Hit.
And then I see it. Khatin.
Teen.
Hit khatin.
Teen.
Good. This underline X is a gravelly sound in the back of your throat. Repeat after me. Kha. And then say khatin.
Teen.
The whole phrase. Hit khatin.
Teen.
Back to the question. Repeat after me. Da sa iatin.
Teen.
Hit khatin.
Hatin.
Let's do it as a dialogue. I like to set up dialogues this way. First, I'll have you guys repeat each line after me, and then we'll do it back and forth style. These A and B just mean person A, person B. We have our Tlingit phrase and the English translation. So for the first go through, please just repeat after me. Da sa iatin.
Iatin.
And repeat after me the response. Ya khatin.
Yeah.
Teen.
Good. Again, repeat. Dasa iatin.
Dasa iatin.
Yaakhatin.
Yaakwaatin.
Good. Now let's do it back and forth. I'll be person A, so I'll ask you guys Dasa iatin, and you all will be collectively one person B. And so you'll all say together Yaakhatin. So I'll be A, you guys be B. Dasa iatin.
Yaakwaatin.
Good. Good job working through it. I hear some of you pausing and trying again. That's excellent. So let's do it again. I'll be A again, you be B again. Dasa iatin.
Yaakwaatin.
Okay, really good. Now let's switch it up. You guys get to be person A. Ready, go.
Dasa
Iatin.
iatin.
Yaakhatin. Any questions so far? I'm missing a good conversation in the chat, and I just want to thank Jamie Ann for helping answer questions. Oh, you guys found where to
I hear a
find-
bird.
You hear it? Yeah. Do you hear a raven?
Yes.
They're outside my window right now.
Oh,
All right, let's do dialogue 2. So first run through, please just repeat after me. Dasa iatin.
dasa
Iatin.
Hitchatin.
hit. That's wrong.
Now I'll
Hit
be...
house,
Yes, that's
not
right.
a boat.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Sometimes I make these like really early in the morning and I had a typo, so Lichéesh. Okay, let's do dialogue style. I'll be A, Dasa iatin. You guys will be B, Hitchatin. Dasa iatin.
Achatin.
Good. Again. Dasa iatin.
Iatin.
Good. Now you guys be A. Ready, go.
Dasa
Iatin.
Hitchatin.
Iatin.
Good. Any questions?
Does anyone know yet what the little tent is on top of the roof of the houses? Yeah.
I've been reading about clan houses in the Tlingit Indians, but before I talk about what a book says, does anyone here have knowledge that you want to share?
What was the question?
Just about this structure in the top, in the middle of the roof on the house.
That looks like a tent.
I would guess it has something to do with maybe a fire in the middle of the house.
Me as well.
Yeah, I feel like it's like a smoke damper.
Yeah, maybe keeps precipitation, rain and snow from falling in, because there would be a fire in the middle, and smoke.
Oh,
yeah, smoke needs to come out. Yeah, I'm still learning about clan houses. I have a lot to learn, but what I've been learning so far is really fun. Okay, aligning with this these sentences, I made us a matching activity. So on the left, we have our Tlingit words. On the right, we need English translations. We have to select from these randomly placed options on the right. So what's the English translation for hit?
House.
Good. Good. So house. What about yak?
Boat.
Good. And khatin?
You
I
see?
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Good. How do we know it's I see?
Says ha.
Oh, right, the X.
Underline the X.
Good. Lichéesh. Good job. This is kind of intermediate material, identifying who is doing the action. In Tlingit, this ch means I'm doing it. This iya means you are doing it. In this case, we're talking about seeing. So what would iatin be?
You see.
See.
You see. Good. Any questions? Okay, let's do a translation. Fill in the blanks. First, please repeat after me. Dasa iatin.
Das.
And what do we need to put here in this blank? What do you
See.
See.
Good. Good job. Repeat after me. Ya khatin.
Yeah.
Yeah. See.
I see
I-
a boat.
Good. I see a boat. And this last one, repeat after me. Hit khatin.
Hit.
I see a house.
I see a house. Good. Good job. So we've learned a few phrases and words. I'm going to ask a question. You guys answer as you're able. Dasa iatin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hatin.
Yeah. Hatin.
Yeah.
Hit.
Hit.
Hatin.
Hatin.
Key.
Okay.
Hatin.
Yeah. Cool. Iatin.
T'aawáḳ. Hatin.
Okay. Okay.
Gagan. Hatin.
Gwelliag.
Hit. Iatin.
Hit khatin.
Wait, Keith Khatin?
Okay. Khatsukit khatin.
Kayani Khatin.
Kayani khatin. Okay.
I don't know how to say octopus, but I see it.
I see it too.
Which brings me to our next exercise.
Next is starfish.
Okay.
Crab.
Good.
Seaweed. School of fish.
Good. So this is awesome. So far, you guys were able to say, repeat after me. Ya khatin.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Khatin.
Hit khatin.
Khatin.
And then some words, if you're not familiar, just do your best to repeat. Don't stress. Khatin.
Khatin.
Kit khatin. Shawat khatin. Kayani khatin. Good. Did I miss any?
The bird. Is that the raven or is that the eagle flying?
Eagle.
Heard that before.
Same time.
Yeah, good.
Eagle.
And then I wanted to make note that when we reached the limit of what we knew in Tlingit, I started to hear people say what you see in English, which is an excellent way to note what you want to learn next. So one thing people said is, I don't know how to say it, but I see an octopus. That's your cue of like what to search for next in your vocabulary. Maybe look it up. Let your own curiosity guide you in what you learn next. I'm super impressed. You guys are doing awesome. And let's talk about new vocab beach creatures. Reminder, beach creatures, you could say it in Tlingit as iqadi. So let's start with this last sound. Repeat after me. Adi.
Adi.
Good. When you see a period between two vowels in a Tlingit word, that just tells you to stop the air in your throat, just like when you say uh-oh. So repeat after me. Ka'adi.
Ka'adi.
Adi.
Ka'adi.
And this first word is directional, specifically if you're standing inland and you're talking about the shore, so it's down to shore from you, you would use this word. Repeat after me. Iq.
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 Eek.
And repeat after me. Good. Iq ka'adi.
Iq.
Ka'adi.
Adi.
Iq. Ka'adi.
Good. I just want to make a note that when you say these two words, you do a little finesse with your pronunciation, and you guys are sounding great. You go from underline K in the back of your throat, and then you go for a K on the top of your mouth, and you guys are sounding good. You're making that transition on your own. So let's do it again. Iq ka'adi.
Iq.
Ka'adi.
Iq.
Iq. Ka'adi.
Adi.
Kunachik. Really good. So you guys asked about crab. This is the word for Dungeness crab. It's a pinched S followed by a high tone double A and then round your lips at the end. Repeat after me. T'aawáḳ.
Ow.
Ow.
Good. That S, the S sound should sound really sharp. Again, t'aawáḳ.
Ow.
Ow.
Good.
Ow.
Okay.
What's lobster then?
I don't know. We'll maybe look at that next week. Thank you for the question. Let's talk about gumboots. Repeat after me. Shao.
Wow.
Ow.
Yep, and this is a long low A, so you guys sound good, low tone. Compare it to the first word, starting from the top. High, it's high tone. Ow.
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 Uh-huh.
Ow.
Ow. Ow.
And next one, shao.
Shao.
Chow.
Cow.
What is that?
Gumboots. Do you have these where you live, Carrie?
I know. I don't know. Well, are they like I don't know, a clam or something?
Who wants to share about gumboots?
I've never heard of them.
I'll share what I know about them.
Okay.
Gumboots, what we call shell and trinket. We pick them at the low tide off the rocks, and then we boil them, and we pick the shells off the back. They're kind of overlapped on the back, and then we clean them. I don't know what a lot of people like to do, but I like mine with soy sauce, and they're really chewy.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of people pickle them.
Oh, yeah.
How else do you cook them besides pickling?
I boil them?
You gotta steam it. You could add it into like a seaweed soup. I don't know.
You can
Chop it up
jar
and
it
put
with soy
pieces on a
sauce, which is
cracker.
really good.
So it's the
Good.
shell that sticks onto the rock or something?
I think it's a mollusk technically because of the little bones in the spine that give it structural integrity. But it's yeah,
It
they
looks
stick
like
to the
that's
rock.
like a little suction cup around it or something. That's why.
Yeah, that's how they cling to the rocks.
And when babies and little children are really attached to their parents, we call them little gumboots.
Yeah,
Really?
because they're suctioned right onto them, just like these creatures are to the rocks.
Yes.
And Carrie, you got to take like a butter knife, or people use many different tools to get up under there and pry them off the rock.
Ah.
They also have bigger ones that they call, I don't know what they call them in trinket, but in English we call them Chinese slippers.
Uh-huh.
They're really big.
Have you eaten them?
No.
I've only had the black ones
Uh-huh.
because the bigger ones are different colors.
Oh, yeah. Someone in the chat added that they like to prepare theirs with seal grease, intertidal on rocks, and then they mentioned lady slippers purple.
Did they taste good? Like what's their
Yeah,
flavoring?
they're really good. I like to boil them. I was told boil it for like just 15 seconds so it's still like tender but chewy. And then
Yeah.
I'm with the soy sauce team. I like to mix like a little dipping sauce with sesame oil and soy sauce and just dip it and eat them straight. They're so good.
Yum.
I'll have to try that.
Please do if you
And what are
come.
they called in English?
Gumboots.
So if I go into the fishmonger here
No, you're
and
not.
you have gumboots, they'll know what I'm saying.
If they have them
Titan,
there.
probably.
Oh, chitin, this
Oh
word.
yeah, Titan.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but I see there's like an English translation here.
Okay.
Yeah.
People usually say chitin.
Oh, chitin.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Chitin. These are so good. You want them, if you can, like get them 4 inches long, big ones, but you gotta be lucky and know where to go to find them that large.
There's that,
Good.
Anna.
Somewhere. That's what I say when people ask me about my berry spots. Where'd you get those? Somewhere.
Or just say in the woods.
In the woods.
On the beach.
Yeah. Down on shore.
Sometimes I get my berries at Fred Meyer. I pick them there.
Yeah. Who doesn't anymore, depending on the summer. Okay, let's finish up our drill. Repeat after me. Ow.
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 Ow. Ow.
Next one. Shao.
Cow.
Show.
Chow.
Ow.
Ow.
Ow. Show.
And this one. Knock.
No.
Nah.
Good. Yep,
Let
you
'em-
guys are you're doing good with rounding your lips for this W, which is, it doesn't occur in English. You don't have a rounded consonant at the end of a word in English, but you guys are sounding good. And the difference now is that this K is underlined. So you're rounding your lips and making a back of the throat K. Again, knock.
No.
Nah.
No.
Good.
Anna?
Yeah,
Anna, this is Kathy. That
Yeah.
almost sounds like medicine. How would you say medicine?
good comparison. Let's look in the dictionary so I don't mistake it. So I like using this dictionary to search words, and I'm just going to type in the English word medicine and find it. You guys need to keep me on track because I could spend all day in the dictionary because there's a lot of cultural knowledge in it as well. But let me zoom out and find. It would be in the N section. So the word for medicine is very similar, but the K is not underlined in the word for medicine. So repeat after me. Knock.
No.
No.
No. No.
Knock.
No.
No.
Good. Again, round your lips at the end of the word and breathe out this K sound, but this K is not underlined, so it's going to just happen in the top of your mouth, similar to an English K. Knock.
No.
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 And compare that to octopus, underlined K now. Knock.
No. No. No.
Good.
No. No.
Yeah. Cindy, you're coloring on the screen. It's cute. I see you. I
How
love
would
you.
you say good medicine?
I need to ask somebody because I'm not sure.
Okay.
If I were to guess and then ask Shirley, for example, I would ask her, "Is this how you say it?" And see what she says. But sometimes when you ask an elder, you just want to ask them, like, "How would you say this?" and
I
wait.
actually have my grandma's here with me. She can tell you how to say good medicine.
Oh, good. Let's
Well,
hear
that
it.
That would be super helpful. I've been thinking about it for a couple days.
Oh, good. Okay, I just heard her say Lichéesh. Can we please hear it again, Grandma?
Perfect. You said it good. Lichéesh.
Goodness, T'aawáḳ.
Enough cheese.
Cheese.
How do we spell that?
I'll write it for you here. So, oops, I need to add the I. So this first word means it's good.
You spell it the way you say it. Say it slow, then you could spell it. Oh, my nose.
So please repeat after me. The first word. Lichéesh.
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 And the next word. Good. The next word. T'aawáḳ. And the whole phrase. Lichéesh. And can we please hear Grandma say it one more time?
Yes.
What's that?
Repeat it again.
Lichéesh. Lichéesh. Medicine. Lichéesh is good medicine. Perfect.
Goodness, cheese.
We're so lucky. This class is going to be fun. Good medicine. Good question. Let's. How are you doing? I'm hearing some sighs. How is everybody? I want to check in.
My brain's exploding.
Okay, good. Is anyone else's brain done for the day, for the hour? We've been learning a lot. So I'm gonna call it here, and we'll just visit for the last few minutes. Let's hear how you guys are feeling. What's in your mind?
Hello, this is Kaya Kaudehat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just wondering if I noticed there was I think we call Yahtzee Nate. I think it's the word we use. I hope we got it right. But I thought I saw Yahtzee Nate Kayatki in the picture that we were looking at. But I was wondering how to say they are walking. If we can add that in at some point, that would be, I think, a good lesson for me.
Goodness, geez.
Teen.
There you go.
How it?
I'm just making a page for our notes. Okay. So let's hear again. How would we say what was the question again?
They are walking.
They are walking.
They're good.
They good.
Yan they good.
Yan
They good.
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 Good. Yan they good.
There you got it.
Woohoo!
Yande good.
Yan they good.
Yeah, you got it.
Yan they good.
Yan they good. Yan they good.
So let's practice the good medicine. Repeat after me. Lichéesh. And the and then they are walking. Yan de gut.
Yan they good.
Yan they good.
Good. Can I ask your name? Who's teaching us? Whose grandma is helping us? So I know.
So good night. Say, when I duck, two showered, two straw. You know what I said?
Wasa iduwasak
So good night.
sagunit.
Chocolate.
So good night. That's fun fact.
What?
Sagunit.
Is translated as full of fat? That's rude.
No, it's fun. F-U-N. Fun
Fun.
Oh,
fact.
full of fun.
Fun.
No, you
fact.
don't. You don't add another word.
Fun fat. Sagunit.
Oh, you're full of fun fat.
No, no, no. You don't make up your own words.
Yeah. Just fun fat is
Right.
sagunit.
And the other one is second night.
Sagunit.
You said it right. And I'm from Huna.
Oh, huna.
Huna. That's how they say it in Tlingit.
Huna.
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 Una Shaw.
Una.
Huna Shaw. Did you hear what I said?
Huna.
What?
Wechat.
Huna lady.
Una lady.
I'm the mother of the shark tribe.
Of the shark
Yeah.
tribe?
Wushkitan.
Yeah.
Tusha?
What?
Did you say Tusha?
No, whoosh.
Wooshkitan. Whoosh.
Mother of the shark tribe. You guys have sharks up in Alaska?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. I'm the mother of the sharks.
Oh, like real sharks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I thought it would be too cold up there.
I just turned 90 years old.
Well,
Happy birthday.
Sugu yagi.
You know how to sing happy birthday in Tlingit?
happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Yagi. Sigu yagi. Sigu yagi.
Oh, you're all
Ya
mixed
in
up.
the shop.
I hope I reach 100. I'm the oldest one in Huna.
Are you? It's appropriate to say ya in the shop.
Yake. Shikudziwa. Gunalchi shain kinigi. Yukatangi sagunate.
Yeah, oh, God, jeez.
Oh, what a fun class.
My grandma was from Puna. Her name was Eliza Moses.
Oh, yeah, that's my grandma.
Oh.
My grandmother's father was Frank Howard, Wushkitan of Huna.
Yeah.
My grandmother was Mabel Howard Nelson, Zuboff Nelson.
Yeah.
My children are Wushkitan.
All right.
Yeah, their grandma was from Huna. Her name was Catherine White.
Oh, yeah, okay. Always teach your children where they're from.
Goodness, cheese.
Mm-hmm.
It's cheese.
And when you say Huna and Tlingit, it's Huna.
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 Huna. She said it right.
Huna.
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 There, you got it.
Okay.
Hey Anna, this is Camille or it's Aston. I have a question that's kind of off topic, but do you think maybe we can add in here like a couple nursery rhymes to the class so I can sing it to my son?
Oh, that'd be sweet.
I can think of one we can add. Does anybody have nursery rhymes that they want to bring to our future classes?
Didn't we not do one last semester? We did a nursery rhyme.
We did a lullaby.
Yeah.
We should do it again. Actually, I just found this awesome video of the children of Cake singing a lullaby in celebration. And I would love to show that to this class too. I'll make a note of it, Lichéesh, and it's good to hear your voice, Camille.
And then I was just gonna ask, is it in the beginning, Clink It from Nora Marks Downhauer, and Richard Downhauer, was it that book? Do you know if it had a couple, I have a bunch of books, but I forget which one had a couple nursery rhymes in it.
I'm gonna look in it. Does anyone know in this class offhand?
What was the question?
Are there nursery rhymes in the original beginning Clink It book by the Downhauers?
I know I found one on YouTube of Nora's voice singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So I play that for baby once in a while.
I do know Twinkle's Twinkle. And I did see that in beginning Clink It. I'm gonna double check, but we'll bring it to class for sure.
I think on Facebook on the Carcross Ishkatan page, they have some nursery rhyme for the kids because they do have some of the kids, the little people there doing that.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was looking at the beginning Clink It book by Nora Downhauer and Richard Marks.
Yeah.
And there are 4 Clink It songs in the back. One is Gusu Wa A, Where Are You? One is Head and Shoulders. One is Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and the 4th one is kind of a Christmas song. A Santa Claus is coming to town.
Oh, fun. For people that are still getting familiar with where to find these, I'm just going to take you there really quick. clinkitlanguage.com, and then you just go into the resources tab, and under resources, beginning materials, and then this is the book we use by René, but he based it off the Downhauer's book, which is also on this website. And it's right here. And I love this book. This is the first one I learned from. You can download it and check it out on your computer. And if you do, I'm just gonna open it quickly for you guys since we still have a couple minutes.
Luna has a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
We've heard this lullaby our whole lifetime, but we've never known what it means.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, not today. And it just keeps repeating.
What are the words?
Oh, not today. Oh, baby, not today.
Oh.
Telling the baby to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Not today. Way. Baby, not today. I heard not today a lot in my youth, and I always wondered what it was. And here they were telling me to go to sleep.
Oh,
not
cute.
Not today.
That's what I thought was not today. Like English, because I mean, my mind couldn't think and clink it.
That's what my nephew says when I tell him to go to bed. Not today.
Yeah, not today, not today.
So what is away? It's like
Away.
what is away?
It's like that is. Oh. All right, you guys, we're out of time,
Or
and
like-
that people have to go to work. But let's keep this conversation going next week. And thank everybody. I want to thank everybody for sharing what you did. It makes this class so fun when you share your own knowledge and your stories. Lichéesh.
Yeah, and goodness, Grandma.
Peace, everyone.
Sao gonate Lichéesh Tlain.
See you next week.
Cheese.
Uh,
Cheese.